Modern global markets are massive, complex, and capable of moving trillions of dollars every day. But if you look closely at how that capital actually flows, you'll find a system defined by its fundamental structural fragmentation. Think of the global economy like this massive aqueduct system. It is supposed to deliver value efficiently, but because it relies on a disjointed network of middlemen and siloed industries, that value is constantly slipping through the cracks. We call these economic leaks. These leaks occur across every sector. They happen when supply chains break down across borders, when fragmented governance allows unethical practices to pass unnoticed, and when consumer platforms operate in total isolation from the people they serve. These gaps persist because traditional market structures often prioritize opaque operations, where hidden fees and markups can thrive. In this context, isolation is a structural choice, a byproduct of a model that values middleman friction over direct, transparent connection. To fix it, you cannot simply patch a single pipe. The market requires an entirely new framework, an invisible architecture designed specifically to unify these disconnected pieces from the ground up. That brings us to KARAMALLAH Holding Group. As a US-based institutional platform, they are acting as the architect for this new framework, engineering a unified solution built on an uncompromising foundation of ethics and transparency. KARAMALLAH operates as an engineer of a closed economic loop, building a system where every subsidiary reinforces the next to keep value within the ecosystem and permanently stop economic leaks. To understand how they stop the leaking, we have to look at KARAMALLAH's internal architecture. At its core, the group functions as an institutional platform connecting fast-paced business innovation with highly disciplined, centralized governance. This structural diagram shows how they operate. Everything starts here, with cross-border regulatory awareness and long-term accountability built right into the bedrock of the company from day one. But a strong foundation needs a way to distribute resources. Capital and data are pumped through a system of financial arteries to move value securely and ethically across the entire ecosystem. The first artery is Rabano Corporation, KARAMALLAH's ethical investment platform. It creates a closed conduit that routes capital directly from investors straight to entrepreneurs, removing the traditional layers of friction that cause value to drain away. And on the right, we have Zeed Wallet. This provides the digital financial infrastructure, managing secure transactions and asset representation while functionally locking into the investment side to ensure every dollar is accounted for. By owning both the strict governance foundation and the digital financial rails that sit on top of it, KARAMALLAH secures the mandatory first step to achieving a zero-leak economy. With the financial arteries in place, the architecture extends outward into the tangible limbs of the real economy, the actual marketplaces where daily value is exchanged. Take trade logistics, for example. KARAMALLAH incubates ventures like Exportica, acting as a global export gateway. It aggregates manufacturers and provides them with end-to-end international marketing support. Or consider World Florists. This platform builds a direct bridge across the globe, connecting regional suppliers with customers worldwide in a single, transparent marketplace. They also build digital ecosystems for specific communities. Kelly Corporation serves as an ethical social networking platform designed to unify fragmented Muslim populations worldwide. Each of these platforms is designed to bypass scattered middlemen. Whether you are shipping freight or connecting with peers online, users and international trade remain completely within a unified, ethical ecosystem. Running through all of these limbs is what they consider the pulse of the system, education. Through ventures like Sepaway, they offer online Arabic and Quran learning, acting as the connective tissue that makes quality education accessible across borders. This portfolio visualization shows how these moving parts actually interact. While these 16 subsidiaries and ventures operate in different countries, they are managed through a single governance framework to ensure they function as a single living economic system moving as one. When you compare this unified structure to the fractured, leaking global market we looked at earlier, the contrast is stark. Within this closed loop, the concepts themselves start to shift. Trade is treated as an extension of a shared ethical framework, rather than a mere exchange of products. And logistics becomes a way to connect communities, rather than simply navigating a route. By keeping all operations entirely transparent and ethically sound, the architecture naturally prevents the systemic drain of financial and social resources. It is designed to sustain value by refusing to let it leak away through traditional gaps. Choosing to prioritize long-term value creation over rapid short-term gains does not hold corporate growth back. Instead, it ensures the kind of deep institutional stability that outlasts regular market cycles. Achieving massive global scale and maintaining 100% ethical business practices are not mutually exclusive goals. By integrating financial rails, trade logistics, and consumer platforms under a single ethical mandate, KARAMALLAH has built a functioning model for a closed-loop economy, one where human connection and transparency serve as the permanent foundation.